who were on duty then. Brian Clough, having made a couple of changes for the league match on Saturday, which was lost at Sunderland, reverts to the side which kept its cool even when Newcastle led 2-0. And Jim Smith has given his players the chance to make amends for failing to make sure after Quinn and McGee had given them such a wonderful start. Kevin Scott, who lost his place because of suspension, still can't get it back. Well, it's a pleasant night, hardly a breath of wind, the pitch looking in excellent condition, and it's not too cold. Newcastle attacking the goal to the right, and the first free kick is for handball. Referee unchanged from the first match. It's Kieran Barrett of Coventry. Not quite so far to go this time. Pearce there before Watson. Dillon. Anderson came up from the back. This is Stimson. Oof! Very cleanly struck. But across the face, actually. It's a good example of how to keep the ball down. He got right over the top of it, but pulled it a bit. Crosby. Cleanly away from Aitken, but he now has Stimson to take on, and Aitken is back in a semi-covering position. Clough! Goal kick. Aitken, I think, with a wary eye on Keane behind him, didn't get behind Stimson, and Clough over the top from the angle. He obviously thought that Anderson got the touch ahead of him. Nice ball by Parker, very well taken by Pearce in spite of the challenge by Dillon. Well, even Pearce could manage to get the cross in. Free kick against Quinn. It really was a cut-off at the knees job. Just possible that Pearce might have a shot even from this tight angle. No, he decides against it. Parker to take. He has the shot instead! It's on the top. It was a good save, but it did look possible. But for the right-footed player to take it rather than the left-footed made it that much easier, and it was very well driven by Parker. Out by Aitken. Pearce underneath it. Clough. The opportunity was clearly there from the free kick to have a crack, and he did. The wall wasn't well formed, and it was a very good stop by Burridge. Christensen. So Newcastle settling down. And here's McGee, and here's Quinn. Go down in Jim Smith's report as should have done better. In the end, he did what he wanted to do first time. Good ball forward, and the defender was struggling. Laws, little touch from McGee, and Quinn with the strike. Laws, Crosby on the touchline, Keane just ahead. And now Keane is one of four in the area. Now he's square. There's so much movement from Forest, but they can't find a way through. Newcastle with every man back. The trouble is when they clear the ball, having brought everyone back, tends to come straight back. Now they're pushing up to condense the space. And here is Clough. And still Clough. Had a little touch of fortune about it. Chettle with the through ball, on by Steve Hodge, and Clough continues where he left off at St James's Park. Equally, the defenders, as they did then, look to the linesman. Space on the right for Watson. Walker has had to come across. McGee on the near post, covered by Chettle. Fierce. Pretty ambitious shot for handball. That's definitely a foul by Anderson. Hodge gets clear. Crosby in from the far side, so he's keen, and interesting try by Hodge. Looking the complete midfield player. I got a slight deflection, but rose too high, and obviously the referee didn't think it was deflected, otherwise he'd have given the corner. Stake by Anderson could be costly. This is Crosby. Two waiting, and Parker at the back of the area. That's too strong. Clough. Still Clough. Laws. Crosby. Once again it was Brock. Quinn who gave it away. Pearce. Still Pearce. Clough. They really don't know what to do about Nigel Clough. Look at the space he's got here. They're appealing for offside, which he certainly wasn't. And possibly, as at St James's, that Stimson was the one who was playing him onside. And Brian Clough with some points to make to those with him in the dugout. Christensen. Watson starts a run right to left. Christensen, where's he going? Well played by Aitken. Dillon, plenty of striped shirts forwards. Aitken! Was a chance, at least, to get it on target. But Newcastle supporters, even so, encouraged. They had plenty forward then. Christensen went for it. Chettle got there first, and Aitken it screwed off the side of the boot. Crowd of 28,963. Turn by Stimson. Ranson, ball back by Clough. Dillon. Laws, across the face, Watson! Good save, Crossley. McGee in front of Crossley. Quinn just further over. Out by Wilson. Clough. Parker, chased by Steve Watson. Well, it was a good attempt by young Steve Watson. Got on top of the ball, kept it down, and a good parry away. Chettle. Crosby got through. Keane did well to get it back, and for the second time, and a bit of a flick at him by Roy Aitken, concedes the free kick. Crosby is to the right. Laws. doesn't need to come. Keane, Hodge! Beautiful finish. Superb finish by Steve Hodge. But he's been their best player, Steve Hodge, and he's decided this time. It's only half away. Collected by Keane. Look at the run by Hodge into the space. Cracking finish. Not a chance for Burridge. It's taken them a long time to make sure, but with 9 minutes remaining, it's surely sure now. Brock. Pearce. Clough. Pearce has gone for the return. Chase with Watson. Pearce still. And after all that, he got nothing. It was Watson who made the run with him. It was all a bit untidy for a minute. Christensen. Law's able to look around and see there was Dillon behind him, and there was time to clear. Stimson. A little unlucky. Good try by O'Brien. But Ranson had to work a little bit too hard. Deserve something, Newcastle. Dillon. Starbuck. Up to Clough. Forward for Crosby. There are bound to be holes. Newcastle have to push forward. Parker is coming square. And that's three. But he gets on the score sheet again. The goal really the result of Newcastle pushing everybody forward. It was well played out. Clough to Crosby, knew where the run was by Parker, and the finish was precise again.
And 3-0 was the final score, and it's cleared up the draw just a little bit. If we look at it here, it's now Norwich versus Southampton or Forest. Indeed, some nice, precise Nottingham football.
Yes, they're doing in the Cup what Brian Clough knows that they're not doing too well in the league, but the third goal typified it, and it just shows everybody who play against Forest, beware if you get trapped back. Just here is an example here. Starbuck wins it, the substitute. He's the first player to touch it. He finds Nigel Clough, and then it's quite beautiful to see what happens then. He takes one look, picks out Gary Crosby, lovely cross-field ball. Gary Crosby just has a look once, has a look twice. Where are you? He says to Gary Parker, there you are. You do the rest. That's lovely. I mean, it's beautiful to watch that, and that's typical Forest.
Good stuff, wasn't it? But if they're going to win the Cup, Forest, they're going to have to do it the hard way, aren't they?
Yeah, playing away at the moment all the time, aren't they? Away at Crystal Palace and away to Newcastle and away again now against Southampton. They're both unpredictable sides, of course. Matthew Le Tissier and Rodney Wallace is there. That's an interesting game. That could go either way.
That's a week today.
A week today. We'll look forward to it.
OK, Bob. Look out for Bob on Breakfast Television in the morning. He'll tell you about this all over again. There's Sports Night on Wednesday, a special feature on Lennox Lewis, who fights shortly Gary Mason, and Mike Tyson's on too. We'll see you soon. Bye.